American former congressional staffer and geopolitical analyst Brandon J. Weichert calls the Borei-class submarines a big upgrade for the Russian Navy. He says these submarines are quieter and more advanced than earlier models, posing a significant threat to Western nations. In his analysis for the national interest, Weichert notes that these submarines have one main mission: to deter enemies and, if needed, launch nuclear attacks. According to him, Moscow plans to have at least 12 Borei-class submarines by 2030. Currently, the Russian Navy has 4 operational Borei-class submarines. These nuclear-armed ballistic missile submarines include Knyaz Vladimir, Northern Fleet; Prince Oleg, Pacific Fleet; Generalissimus Suvorov, Pacific Fleet; and Imperator Alexander III, Pacific Fleet. The Borei-A submarines are a significant improvement over the older 955-class submarines, now upgraded to the 955A level. According to NavyRecognition.com, one of their main features is a special sound-absorbing coating that makes them nearly silent. This coating, along with smartly placed equipment, allows these subs to patrol almost silently. With each new sub, they keep improving the coating. Navy Recognition also notes that modern materials have made submarines 100 times quieter than those from the Cold War era. The 955A submarines feature advanced technologies like hydraulic nozzles for stealth motion and a low magnetic housing to further reduce noise and evade sensors. A TASS report claims these submarines are even quieter than America's Virginia-class submarines, though this claim is not verified. These submarines can carry missiles with an impressive range of about 9,300 kilometers. This range is similar to China's latest JL-3 nuclear missiles. This long-range capability means that the continental US could be at risk from far away. The Borei-class submarines are armed with 16 intercontinental ballistic missiles as part of the advanced Bulava system. They also have 6 533mm torpedo launchers, anti-submarine missiles, and bottom mines. These powerful submarines use the OK-650W nuclear reactor with an impressive 170 megawatts capacity. Interestingly, Knyaz Pozharsky is the first in the Russian fleet to have a pump jet engine, which makes it quieter, according to Grotnik. Additionally, the Borei-A submarines have a spherical antenna at the front. This is part of the advanced MGK-600B Irtysh Amphora Borei sonar system. However, many reports, including those from Russian sources, often skip detailed comparisons or specifics about the upcoming U.S. Navy's Columbia-class ballistic missile submarines. These new American subs are being built with features that could make them the quietest ever. Many advanced technologies that help reduce noise remain undisclosed, likely for security reasons. The Columbia-class uses electric propulsion, which is quieter than traditional systems. These submarines also come with the latest command and control systems, computerized navigation, and electric weapon and sensor interfaces. The Borei-class submarines have been a key part of several major military exercises. For example, in October 2019, they took part in the GROM strategic exercises in the Barents Sea. These exercises aim to test Russia's strategic nuclear forces, including the Borei-class submarine's ability to launch ballistic missiles in simulated combat conditions. Besides strategic exercises, Borei-class submarines regularly go on training missions in the Arctic. They also participate in Russia's annual Ocean Shield naval drills. In August 2020, for instance, these submarines were involved in exercises in the Baltic Sea, where they carried out various maneuvers and simulated attacks to show their stealth and combat skills in a challenging environment. Another important use of Borei-class submarines occurred during the UMCA 2021 Arctic expedition. This mission, carried out in March 2021, had the submarines surfacing through thick ice in the Arctic Ocean, proving they can operate in tough conditions. The exercise highlighted the Arctic region's strategic importance to Russia's naval plans. Additionally, Borei-class submarines have taken part in patrol missions in the Pacific Ocean. Given that these advanced vessels are quieter and more sophisticated than their predecessors, the Borei-A is a major threat to Western defense, especially because it can launch nuclear missiles. As Weichert pointed out, if these submarines are quieter and harder to detect than Western ones, their main mission of launching nuclear weapons from the sea could be more successful than that of similar submarines.